First up, let's meet Joanna Chu. She's a pilot for WestJet.
Okay.
Yikes.
Just kidding. I wanted to see Wes's reaction. Just kidding. Just kidding. I wanted to see Wes's shocked reaction at an Asian woman pilot.
Dangerous, yeah.
But just on the tarmac.
Yeah. Now, careful what you say, Wes, because as you'll find out later in the story, if we clip this down and put it on our socials, she will put us on blast for being racist, misogynist, even though we're joking, and we will have Martin Rees 2.0, the German water guy, all over again.
Uh-oh.
So when we're clipping this down, make sure we're careful. She was a passenger on a WestJet flight from Mexico back to Canada, where she and WestJet hail from. And on her trip to Mexico, she got the Mexican flu, Montezuma's revenge. Right?
That's a butt flu.
That's right. And it was hitting her while she was boarding. So she went to go crap before takeoff. Then she went back to her seat. Then she got up to crap again. Then she went to her seat. Then she went to go shit again.
3 times before takeoff?
Yeah. You are, all while the plane was waiting to take off. So they kicked her off the plane. They said, get the hell out of here, Joanna Chu.
I might have kicked myself off the plane, to be honest with you. I mean, if my flu was open because of the flu and they hadn't departed yet and I'd gone to the bathroom 3 times and probably I'm a window seat guy, so there's that also pain in the butt, I'm off, right?
Well, just beg them for a later flight. Yeah.
When the hell's the plane going to take off if you keep going to the bathroom before the takeoff? I mean, we got
these aren't quick trips either.
No.
Loud too, probably. Do you think she was doing like the
yeah,
and everybody heard under the door?
Someone's in here. Yeah, for sure.
Because that's what Montezuma's revenge is like. It's not, it's not like a calm shit.
You don't have the cover of the air flowing like you do when you're 30,000 feet in the air, right? Like if you're on the tarmac, right. Everyone can hear you taking that dump.
Should have been last on the plane.
And you have every eyeball on you because you're waiting on her. So she was kicked off the plane, and that's when the shit really hit the fan. Joanna threw a fucking fit and didn't want to leave the plane quietly. She got all mad. She even left her wallet on the plane after she did get off. She took to Twitter to detail the airline incident and said they refused to pay her for her taxi and her hotel room. They wouldn't even book her a flight for the next day. They were rude. She goes on this tirade on Twitter. And then she
outed herself of this?
Oh, yeah, because she thought the airline was in the wrong. After demanding a flight number and confirmation, they still said, no, just get out of here for now. You're disgusting. Until her Twitter rant, that is. Okay. And then WestJet got back to her and gave her a flight because she has a lot of followers on Twitter and likes to do rants on Twitter.
Well, good for her. She got her ticket back, but she could have just done this the opposite way, stayed in the terminal and been to the gate agents like, look, I'm shitting my brains out. I don't want to hold up the flight. Is it possible to reschedule, blah, blah, blah. She could have handled it. So
that's such a good point you just made, that because you don't always think about the things that you can say in almost any situation to get you out of something. And if you're bluntly honest with a gate agent and be like, look, I just took
hook you up.
4 dump. There's dump in my pants right now. They're gonna be like, okay, get out of here.
Yeah,
get out of here.
How was she even arguing with him? Exactly. A lot of people were mentioning, maybe she should have asked for a later flight herself. Why did you get on the plane? Taking it to her Twitter rant. It's not her only one. Talking about her Twitter rant, it's not her only one about planes. The author, she's an author, has at least 2 rants about planes. This one that's pinned to her Twitter is from 2019. And she says, I'm on a plane from a late evening stopover from and was very tired and had a row to myself to sleep, but couldn't avoid noticing what was going on in the row behind me. And she captioned this with warning, things get creepy on planes. I
can tell she's a writer. That was a great tease, though. I very much want to know what the next tweet is.
So here it is. A man appearing in his late 30s was obviously delighted to be seated next to a teenager, separated from the rest of her family. He started off by asking about her career plans and laughed when she said she wanted to be CEO and kept giving her ridiculous advice. Okay. She was friendly, and he seemed to take that as a welcome cue to get very familiar and started teasing her and kept saying that he wanted to take her out to eat, which she was ignoring. At this point, I had to stay awake in case anything went further than that. It did. And as soon as he asked for a dirty photo while leaning close to her, I turned around and rage whispered exactly what I thought of that. And he didn't say anything back and went off to use the washroom. So as you can see, she's just a very nosy person and a complainer.
I want to take you out to eat.
I'm joking. I'm joking. That was good. That was a good thing she did.
Right. Well, but all I can think about is that she shit on a plane now. Like anything you say.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, then she followed that up with expecting people to wait for 4 shits before takeoff.
So. Yeah.
I want to take you out to eat is a 3 beers in comment to make at least. 3 beers in, you start to say things like,
Well,
oh, I want to take you out to eat. I don't want to take you out somewhere.
After we land,
how many is asking a stranger who's underage for a dirty photo? How many drinks in is that?
a lot.
Yeah. That was a good thing she did there. But in this new rant, people, it backfired on her. Everyone applauded her for the first rant. This new rant, she's like, I got kicked off the plane. They're such assholes. And then people were like, hey, lady, as a former flight attendant, they made the right call. I can't vouch for how they communicated to or with you, but the decision wasn't wrong. Yeah. And then this guy goes, don't know why you're expecting sympathy. You shouldn't have even flown to begin with. You're just one passenger. You put every single other passenger and crew at risk. And guess what? The laboratories didn't have your exclusive band in it. That's on you.
Guy nailed her. I mean, unreasonable.
She is.
I doubt that other scenario happened.
You don't think so? Now you don't. Yeah.
No, because she just made herself a hero. It's like, let me tweet some shit that makes me look like a fucking hero. You won't believe what happened, and then how I fixed it.
It's one of those. My 4-year-old just came up to me and told me. It's one of those tweets,
Yeah, and she's gonna if she sees this, she's gonna say that we're assholes. All right, quick bonus.
It's like Jackson Mahomes helping a kid in the Kansas City parade who lost his parents.
I heard we all saw it.
I saw that. I heard Andy Reid did that too, and I believe the Andy Reid one.
Such a tragedy, but Jackson Mahomes, it's hard to believe.
Quick bonus dog flight story. A Delta flight this week had to turn around mid-flight from Amsterdam to Detroit when at least a dozen maggots from an overhead carry-on fell on one female passenger. And that's the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. She's going to get paid. We love you guys. Have a great fucking day. Talk to y'all soon.